Hey guys, welcome back to Ravenclaw Reads. I'm Courtney. You're joining me for another weekly reading vlog. Hopping on, it is Monday evening. I wanted to hop on and share what I've read, sort of haven't read. So let's get to that. So yesterday, I did finish The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. I was really excited about this book. So Catherine Center wrote The Bodyguard. Loved The Bodyguard. I thought it was so good. And then she came out with Hello Stranger. I started it and have soft DNF'd it / hard DNF'd it. I haven't picked it up yet. I think if I'm in a slump at some point or I have nothing else, I might pick it up again, but like I'm not racing for it. I didn't love the idea of the whole like face blindness. Like it was just too contrived of a romance. And so The Rom-Commers came out. It's part of like the authors that I like, and it was all gonna be coming out. Anyway, I was excited to read it. And literally I'm giving that 2.75 stars. I did not love this book. So this book follows our two main characters, and the woman is a screenwriter. She's idolized the guy Charlie forever, and he's a screenwriter. And her manager, who's also her high school ex-boyfriend, has tapped her to come help Charlie finish up a rom-com script. He's not a rom-com writer. He's built a script. It's horrible. And she's supposed to help him write it. And the reason he's going to push this forward is because he is going to get like whatever project he wants to actually push forward, he has to do the rom-com first. So she comes, she lives in LA with him. They go through their sort of forced proximity, trying to get to know each other and do this writing bit. It just never hit for me, especially like toward the end. It was just like waiting for the chemistry to happen. I never felt like they had chemistry as a couple. He just seemed so disinterested in everything and never seemed like he was coming around to the corner where he was nice. He's just very dry and standoffish. So I just did not enjoy it, and I'm okay with that. So I don't know, maybe Catherine Center is not the author for me, and I need to stop reading her books. But I did finish that yesterday, and then I kind of took a break. Or maybe, did I finish that Saturday night? I can't remember. Or maybe it was early Sunday I finished it. Either way. So then I took a little break, and I picked up 2 books yesterday. So as you know, if you're on my channel, I am rereading Bibliophile Club books in order, publication order, all of the books except the mystery. So I'm reading the Bibliophile Club and then the super specials, and I am on book 40. This is Claudia and the Middle School Mystery. I actually already owned this book on my Kindle because I've read most of the Claudia and Stacy books over the past couple of years. I'm at 63% in, so I will finish this tonight. And basically the premise of the story is that Claudia, as we know, is not a great student. She has a math test coming up. Janine helps her study. She aces it. However, the girl next to her also gets the exact same score, gets the exact same things wrong, and she's accused of cheating off the other girl, Shauna. So Claudia and her friends, the crew, are on the hunt to prove Shauna is a cheater. Claudia has overheard Shauna say that yes, she did copy her, but she has no proof. And the weird thing about this is that they have a substitute math teacher, and the substitute math teacher was so quick to blame it on Claudia. It's like, you don't even know her, but okay. So again, I read this probably last year, I want to say. It'll probably get a pretty high score for me because I like the Claudia books, and it's pretty good. The babysitting parts I'm kind of skipping. I just want the plots, and so I will finish that. And then as I shared in my weekly vlog last week, if you didn't check that out, make sure you go check that out on my channel. I got my Book of the Month Club books, and so Rom-Commers was one, and now I'm moving on to Jackpot Summer. This is by Elisa Friedland. And I started yesterday, but literally I'm only like in the prologue sort of section where they are going through the most recent lottery winners and telling like their little story of what happened. But this is going to be like a nice lit fiction book that follows a family, their struggles, what everybody's going through. And so I'm excited to dig into that. And then after I finish Bibliophile Club, I need something else for the Kindle, so I will find out what else I can put on my Kindle to read while I'm on the go. But that is my plan so far for Monday. I haven't gotten that much downtime to read. I'm going to do that right now and finish up the Bibliophile Club book. But other than that, I don't have any other major plans happening right now with reading. I've already read 8 books this month. And so I feel good about that. I'm like 80% toward my reading goal for the year. So that's exciting. And so I feel like I'm at a good pace to just like continue what I've been doing. I am in the mood for a fantasy though. There's a couple that I have like in the wings waiting, but I haven't picked them up yet because of my Book of the Month Club books. But if this stalls, then I might go to a fantasy. I need a break from romance, honestly. So, but that is the update for Monday. We will check back in tomorrow. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Popping on to give you an update. So yesterday when I signed off, I was gung-ho about starting Jackpot Summer. Starting is where I left it. So I left off on page maybe 2? No, I left off on page 10. And I realized this is more something I'm not looking for right now. It is lit fic, and so I am excited about that. But it just felt like I was already trudging and I was a couple pages in. So not DNFing this, just setting it to the side for now. The other book I have is One Star Romance. This is the last book that I had this month for Book of the Month Club. And it just came out today, so that's exciting. But I'm not reading that right now either because I don't want to read a romance. So last night I finished, what was it, Claudia and, let me see, what was it? Book 40, in which Claudia is supposedly caught cheating on a test. I recently read that one, so it was like a real quick reread for me. I ended up giving it 4 stars this time versus 3 when I read it last time. I just thought it was really cool how everybody pulled together. And I love Claudia books. I ended up giving it a 4. That's Claudia and the Middle School Mystery. And so now, what I picked up on my Kindle yesterday is what I am reading, and it's the book called I Hope This Finds You Well. I think this is a new release as well, but I have it on my Kindle, obviously, but I bought it on my Kindle. And this book is by Natalie Sue. And basically we're following a woman who is like some type of clerical employee. She does not like her job. She doesn't like the people she works with. And her way of dealing with it is she starts putting little messages in her email responses, but she types it out in white, so you can't see it because white background, white lettering. And they find out and they have HR come in and put some security things on her computer so they can flag certain words, and then she has to sort of take like this harassment course. This book is already hilarious to me. I'm only 12% in, but I've laughed out loud audibly at least 4 times. I just love like the sarcasticness of our main character. I also love that the love interest is going to be the HR guy who's helping sort of navigate this embarrassing situation for her. But the office dynamics are hilarious. And then when she gets home, she's struggling financially, which is why she keeps the job and takes the harassment course. And then her neighbor we just met, she's a 12-year-old. The 12-year-old's mom seems a bit neglectful, so there's a story there. But it's just moving quickly. I like the writing style. Never heard of this book, never heard of this author. I just thought I would pick it up, and I'm happy that I did. Okay, next I have a little package. I have a couple of things coming this week that are book related that I will share. Now, what I'm going to show you is something I did not need. However, it was a big want. So, if you couldn't have guessed by the title of my channel, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I have read the Harry Potter books at least 4 times through. I actually started reading Harry Potter late in life. If you've been on my channel from the beginning, I kind of told this story, but I used to be a classroom teacher and I taught 5th grade for the longest amount of time. And there was a student in the class who was very challenging to connect with, mostly because his parents were very difficult. It was a very fancy school, very privileged, and the parents were insane. So I tried to find a way to connect with him because it's not his fault. He's born to ridiculous parents. And he was really into Harry Potter. So I decided I was going to read it. I already had a box set of Harry Potter, but it was just sitting at home. So I decided I was going to take the time to read it because I had attempted to read the first book several times and just was stalled. If you've read the books, you know the first book is a lot of like the core, but it's not the best book. Although I love the first movie because it just is so innocent. It's like my comfort movie. So if I'm stressed or if I just want to feel cozy, I'm watching Philosopher's Stone. Like, that's just it. Anyway, so I read the first book. We had points to talk on, and then like I could not put it down. After reading it, so that was about 2017, like 2016, 2017, that school year. And then after that, I just became obsessed. When I like something, I go like full in. And so, I mean, I have a huge thing in my storage of Harry Potter items, all the original books from like the London releases. I have these here. Those are my house color books. I have a couple more box sets. I have almost every character's Pop Funko. I have a large set of wands. Like, I'm invested. If you're interested in me going over my Harry Potter collection, would love to do that for you. Just let me know in the comments down below. However, what I found as I was itching to read Harry Potter again, because especially with middle grade May, I thought that would be a good time to come back to it. Because the last time I read the whole series was in 2022, actually. Last year I didn't, because I had been reading it like every year since the first year that I read it. So I said I was going to take a break, which is great because then you can appreciate it more. But anyway, in all of that, I found that they have new covers, and that's what I picked up. So these are the Harry Potter quote-unquote adult covers. And in the description on Amazon, it's basically saying, like, you can read Harry Potter without feeling like a kid. I really don't care about that, not to mention, I can always read it on my Kindle. All of the Harry Potter books are on Kindle Unlimited, and I have not bought the digital versions yet because they've been on Kindle Unlimited for so long, but I feel like if they go off of Kindle Unlimited at some point, I will, in fact, buy the digital versions. I also have all the digital movies purchased, and I have an 8, I have the discs, all the movies collection. So like, it's Ravenclaw Reads for a reason. Like, I'm obsessed. I just don't talk about it a lot. Okay, so let's look at these covers because they're new. Let's see, it's always hard to get the first one out. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, tell me which book is your favorite. My favorite book is Prisoner of Azkaban. That's book number 3. I just love that story. I love the pace of it. I love what happens in it, but it's my least favorite movie, and I think it's because it's my favorite book. My favorite movies are the Deathly Hallows movies, and of course, the Philosopher's Stone, or the Sorcerer's Stone. So, okay, so these books are made by Bloomsbury. Bloomsbury is a company in the United Kingdom. They have a website, but they do not ship to the United States. They have a US website, but they don't have the same things as the UK website. So if you want something from Bloomsbury, you kind of have to go on to that website and then circle back to Amazon to see if they have it. That's what I did. Okay, so here are the covers of the books. First is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. You guys know pink's my favorite color, so I'm loving this. You can see the train. We have the Hogwarts Express ready. We have a little quote on the back. It says, "He'll be famous, a legend. I wouldn't be surprised if today was known as Harry Potter Day in the future. There will be books written about Harry." And that's from Mrs. McGonagall. Okay, so I love that. Next up, we have Chamber of Secrets. And you have this great picture of Hogwarts as we're thinking about that blue car flying over with Ron at the helm. And then the pink cover in the back says, "It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities." And that's by Dumbledore. I also have, you guys remember Alice and Ani bracelets? I was obsessed with those as well. and I have all Harry Potter themed ones. So like when I say all, I like 15 to 20, and I literally used to wear all of them stacked on my wrists. So okay, next up, my favorite, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. There's our back cover. It says the Dark Lord will rise again with his servant's aid, greater and more terrible than ever before. This is by Professor Trelawney. If you know, you know. Okay, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This book is kind of boring to me, but I'll always read through it. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be, by Dumbledore. And then the chunkiest of all, Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. The quote is, "This is the weapon he has been seeking so assiduously since his return, the knowledge of how to destroy you," by Dumbledore as well. Oh my gosh, I lost my mind on that Crick Crack. Yay, I love it. Then we have Half-Blood Prince. This cover is amazing. It tells the whole story. We've got that sort of light tower. We've got the dark mark in the sky. I hope you've read the book so you know what I'm talking about. It says, "Will you, Severus, watch over my son Draco as he attempts to fulfill the Dark Lord's wishes?" And that's by Narcissa Malfoy. If you know, you know. And then the last book, Deathly Hallows. "Give me Harry Potter and I shall leave the school untouched. Give me Harry Potter and you will be rewarded." And that's by Voldemort. So I love that. Oh, this makes me so excited. So again, didn't need it, but it's one of my things that I collect. I love, love, love finding new covers to book series that I already collect. Here's the thing though, they're beautiful and I probably will never use them to read, or if I do, I'm not cracking the spine. And I did that with one of my other sets. Beautiful, did not crack the spines, but read them. Because they are digital, that's how I'll read them, but I like to have the different sets because they're just gorgeous. Okay, so this is the box. Make sure I have it the right way with all the artwork on it. And then this is how it looks on the shelf. So this is how I'll display it. I guess you could display it this way too, but like nobody will know what it is. I like this color palette. Okay, so that is the update for Tuesday. Thanks for sticking with me while I geek out about Harry Potter. Again, comment down below what your favorite Harry Potter book is, and let me know if you want me to do like a Harry Potter collection video. Happy to do that. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Popping on to tell you what I've read. Today is Juneteenth, so I am off today. I'm a state employee, so the state of Minnesota does recognize Juneteenth. I love that. And today I was really focused on getting some reading done and having some fun, and just trying to do things around the house. It seems like the day went by very, very quickly, but I've really focused my energy on continuing to read. I hope this finds you well. I'm about 32% into the book now. And again, this is the story of our main character who works in an office. She does not like the people she's working with. So she writes some little messages in white font. So they can't read it, but they find it. And so she is sort of put on like a performance plan, sort of. She has to do harassment course with the new HR guy. His name is Cliff. This is clearly going to be her love interest, but it's definitely like a slow progression. But he offers her a ride home one night after she's had some meals with her mom, who's very has a lot of pressure on her to do well. And they find out they live pretty close to each other, and they kind of start getting friendly, but not in a romantic way, because our main character is very reserved. And so she's hesitant, but she finds that one of the things that HR had to do was put security on her emails, or on her computer altogether, and it was going to scan for certain buzzwords if she did something inappropriate. Well, somehow she now has access to everybody's inbox and their instant messengers at work. So she's been getting everybody's information, including their little messages back and forth, kind of talking about her, and talking about this new company that's coming in that Cliff works for. And he actually is sort of doing a efficiency check of the company, and the idea is they're going to downsize the positions that about 4 of them have, including our main character, to just 1 position. And so she finds this out and decides that she needs to have that position. She needs to work hard, pass her harassment class, because if you get that position, she gets a raise, and she desperately needs that too. So we're kind of have 2 plot lines going. It's weird because she's sort of like distrustful of Cliff, but she also is trying to show him that she's a good employee as well. So it's very interesting, but I do still like it. Like I said, 32% in, and excited to read some more tonight. Really, that's all that I read today. And I read about 20% today, so that was great. I did also download from Kindle Unlimited, Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. This is the 2nd book in that, what's the series? Lakefront Billionaires. I read the first one, Love Redesigned, and it was mid for me. I don't think this one will be much better, but I just wanted to download it. I did see it at Barnes yesterday, and I was like, do I need to buy it? And I was like, no, I don't. And then I have had my eye on this book, That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. I actually brought it from the library at one point and then never got to it, but it's actually on Kindle Unlimited, so I also downloaded that because it's only like 297 pages. Everybody's been talking about it, and it seems like it'll be a nice, fun, interesting fantasy read. It kind of gives the same vibes as Legends and Lattes, so we will see. But that's my update for Wednesday. Really short, just doing some reading and gonna get back to it. So we'll check in tomorrow. Hey guys, happy Thursday. Jumping on to give you an update for today's reading. So last night sort of this morning, I finished up, what was the name of the book? If you hear screaming, it's my husband and daughter playing. Okay, I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue. This book kind of took a downturn for me. I ended up giving it 3 stars. It started out really, really strong. And then it just started having too many layers, I guess. It was like maybe thinking it was gonna go one way and it wasn't. It just kind of stalled for me personally. I still think it's worth the read, but it was taking me a long time to get through it, which is always my key to know that it's not the best. I will say though, it doesn't end the way you think it will, or the way like predictable things do. So that was kind of refreshing. So 3 stars for that. And then I'm on my Kindle, I am starting Babysitter's Club 41, which is Marianne versus Logan. I just read that one maybe last year. So again, we're going into a list of ones I just recently read. So we'll see how that goes. But I haven't started yet because today a very special package came. My Kobo Libra color came today in the mail. I talked about this last week that I was going to pick this up because why not? Like, I have this platform to share with you. I love comparing e-readers and just the whole idea of them. I have a Kobo Libra too and wasn't using it too much, but now I'm like super dedicated to using it. I'm trying to pick people's brains who have a Kobo and a Kindle and how they share that time, because I don't want to invest in a whole new library of books with Kobo. So right now I'm testing out the Kobo Plus, which I've done before, but they don't have as many good books to me on the Kobo Plus as they do in Kindle Unlimited. Now, there's lots of beef in the comments around the reason that is because Kindle underpays authors and Kobo is better to their authors, but they don't get it. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of politics behind it. What I do know is that in the past, I haven't found the best books on Kobo Plus, but I'm going to try it out. But then I'm going to use this a lot for the library. So right now I have borrowed Ellen Hildebrand's The Rumor. This is a nice little beachy read. I've read some of Ellen Hildebrand's books, but not this one. And so I figured I would check that out. And then I am posting a video on Friday, so you could have already seen it. If you didn't see it, go back and check. Of this unboxing, and I have the pen, and I practice writing some stuff in there. It says hello, please subscribe. So I have that. I had to charge this up all the way. What I did know in that video was that I kind of like the feel of the Scribe pencil better than this one. And because this is like the same size as the device, it's just a little bit odd, but that's fine. So I will be using it to highlight for sure. I haven't highlighted yet anything, so let's see now that I'm in a book about highlighting something for you guys. Let's see, it said I hit the button and I can highlight. Nope, that just, well, and the good thing is that you can actually like write and annotate right in the book, which is great because you can't do that on the Scribe. And so if I have something to annotate, I can do it right there and then just erase it. So I need to play more with this. I haven't gotten a chance to do too much with it, except charge it. So excited about that. And then I just got a couple of refresh things for my Kindle. First, I got this really cute pen holder for my desk. This one says, meet me at the bookstore. It says national bestseller, full of plot twist, drama, and mystery, part of self-love club. I love these colors. And so I have that on my desk. This is by Bando, band.do, or Bandu. I love all of their things. I just recently found them this year. One of my planners, I bought like 3 or 4 planners this year because if you stick with the sales, right? So don't pre-plan for the next year. Wait until like the end of January or February, get your planner from Barnes. They're like 50 to 75% off. So every time I would go to Barnes, I was like, oh, there's another cute planner, there's another one. And so I had quite a few planners, but the one that has stuck is the Bandu one, along with a couple of their other little, they have like a daily planner, they have a wellness journal, so all super cute things. But I did pick up a cover case, like a sleep fold case for my old Paperwhite, the black one, because I feel like that would be the one that I would travel with, because this one has the clear case on it and I don't want to scratch the screen because those screens do scratch. And then just a new pop socket for the green Kindle with a pinkish clear back. So once I get it all set up, I will show you, but this is the pop socket. I think it's so cute and it's so me. So that is what I did, and that's the update for Thursday. We're rolling into Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to the last day of the vlog. I did not post anything on Friday and Saturday because honestly I have not been reading a whole lot this weekend. As you can see, my braids are out. Friday I took those out, so that was all of Friday night really. And then yesterday I was trying to find what to read. So I think I settled on reading The Housemaid is Watching by Frida McFadden. This is on Kindle Unlimited and I read all the other housemaid books. So far it's pretty good. I think I'm maybe like 50 pages in or something. I just kind of started it last night. This has our main character Millie sort of like 10 or so years in the future, which I like. And so just kind of reading that. The only other update I have is on my Kobo color. First, I'm still on the fence about keeping this. It is pretty cool. However, it's an e-reader at the end of the day, and it's hard to connect with the Kobo when you are in the United States and connected with Amazon. And that's what I said with the Kobo Libra. So I might return this. I'm not sure yet, but before I do, I've had a couple of comments asking for specific comparisons. I will do those before it goes back. But what I did find yesterday was how to add my Kindle books to the Kobo. And I think I talked about this originally. It's an app called Caliber. And with that app, you also have to do like a plugin that goes with it. And so I went through, you can't do it by batch, you have to do one by one. So I went through and added maybe about 8 or 9 books from my Kindle here. So I have like Wellness, Canadian Boyfriend, Carval, all of these books. So like I can decide if I want to read them on here, because I didn't really have any good books on Kobo yet. And like I said, the Kobo Plus store is not as good to me as the Amazon Kindle Unlimited store. So I put some of the books on here. Again, you have to own these books and you have to have them downloaded, and then you can move them over here. It's a whole process. I won't go through the process. I didn't make the initial video, but I can link the video of the person who did go through the process. It's really helpful. But that's pretty much it. And my goal was to read a fantasy on this book, Light Lark, and just focus on annotating to see like what was the difference between annotating on the Kobo Libra Color versus on the Scribe. And I haven't, the book wasn't great, so I got like 3 or 4 pages in and I was like, I don't know what's happening. So we're still exploring with the Kobo Libra Color. I have time to return it if I need to. I think the novelty of it is really cool, but then I also saw a video yesterday where somebody said that they are going to do different sizes of the Kindle color, so like that plays a part in my decision making as well. So anyway, lots to unpack with that. Keep following me to see what I do with the Kobo, but also I'm going to post lots of different comparisons, so hope you stick around for that. As always, thanks so much for watching this weekly vlog. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Would love to hear your comments as you went through my week with me, and would love to have you subscribe. It's totally free to do that. Put on post notifications so you know when I'm posting, and if you are so compelled, you can join my memberships and join the folks that are getting a couple extra perks. So we will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.